What's up, guys? Welcome back to part number 7 of this playlist right here, man. Here on this video, we'll be finding a specific term of the following expression. Now, I've made about 3 videos on this topic where we find a specific term in an expression. This is I think, is the third one. Yes, this is the third one or the fourth one. I'm not so sure anymore, but we will have to find the eighth term of this expression. Remember, the specific term, it means you must find a certain term. So in this case, it's the eighth term of this expression. Guys, at the end of this video, there is a playlist where you can watch, in fact, where I place the videos on this playlist in a sequence order, and then you can watch those videos for better understanding. So you're able to watch the videos that I'm talking about on that playlist before you get confused, or if you want to understand way much better than what you are doing right here. So what you can do is you can pause this video and then try to solve this problem, then unpause and see whether you got the same answer as the one that I'm going to get right now. So guys, before we start, if you are new in this channel, or if it's the first time clicking on these videos, just know that on the playlist I have a lot of playlists based on trigonometry, limits, also the binomial theorem. So you can go and watch those playlists, guys, in order for you to understand much better on those topics. All right, so let's look at this, guys. So here's what they want us to do: find the eighth term of the expression here. So this one, as you can see, we have x on the other side and 2 on the other side. So the best way of doing this is to rearrange this expression here. I would say do it like this: minus x plus 2 squared, or 2 root. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So this is what you have to the power of 14. So this is what you have if you decide to rearrange. But I think you can also solve it without rearranging it. But me rearranging it like this, I'm trying to make it more easier for me to solve it, because it looks very familiar like this. Remember, the aim is for this expression to look like the one in our question there, or in the topic there, where we have x plus h to the power of n. Now, so you can start. So before we start, you need to write the formula that we use to find a specific term. So the formula, it goes like this: is t, and then we have r plus 1, and this is equaling to n to the factorial, and then we have r factorial. Let me just do this r like this: r factorial, and then open bracket, and minus r factorial, and then multiply by x, and minus r multiplied by h r. So if you don't remember this formula, I did explain this formula on part 5, in fact, part 5 of this playlist. So I'm gonna leave the video on the icon on top of this video. Click on that icon so that you can understand what are these values for: n, r, and t, x and h as well. What exactly are they? Do they stand for? Where do we use them? All right, now let's start substituting. Remember, I'm gonna use a different color this time around. Remember, we're gonna substitute from this one here. We're gonna substitute from this one here, because we rearrange. So if you decide to substitute on this one, I think it's still fine, but let us substitute from the one that you rearrange. So x is equaling to negative x. There we go. X is equaling to negative x, and then h is going to be equaling to root 2. All right, so n is our exponent. Remember, our exponent here is 14, so it's going to be 14, or our power. And then r, if you still remember from our previous videos when we are solving this, r is the previous term as to the one that we are looking for. Remember, they ask us to find the eighth term, so r is the previous number when we look at 8. So what is the previous number? This is going to be 7. So 7 is the previous number as compared to 8. Right, so that's r, by the way. So what else is missing here? No, there's nothing. Everything is there. So the only thing that we must do here is to just substitute. So let's substitute. Okay, let's do it. So we have n. So n, oh, let's do this. T, it's 7 plus 1. Okay, so we have n. What is our n? N is 14 factorial. Divide by, what is our r? R is 7 factorial. Okay, and then what is n? N is 14 minus 7. Right, so in this case, what is our x? Well, multiply our x, don't forget it's negative, so it's going to be negative x, and then n, which is going to be 14 minus r, which is 7, multiplied by h. What is our h? In this case, we know that square root 2 square root is the same as 2 to the power of half. Remember, the square root is the same as exponent half, so let's just do it that way. It's going to be 2 to the power of half. All right, so this is what I mean. This thing here is that thing there. Okay, please don't get confused. And then what is r? R is going to be 7. So let's put this on our calculator. So we know that t is going to be t8. So this is our 8th term. Remember, they want the term of the 8th, or the 8th term. So you can put this on your calculator. When you put this on your calculator, do not forget that you're going to write 14 on a calculator. Then in order for you to find this symbol of factorial on your calculator, you have to press shift, then you press a button that has x to the power of -1. Do not forget that one, guys. And you do the very same thing here. Oh, I forgot to put factorial in, guys. Okay, so you put this on your calculator. So when you put this on your calculator, you will have 3 4 3 2. So this is 3,432. Now what about our x? So multiply by, so we have negative x inside the bracket, but the exponent is going to be 14 minus 7, which is going to be a 7. So meaning that is an odd number, so meaning this x here is going to be positive. So it's going to be positive to the power of positive x to the power of 7. Remember, when it's an odd number, it becomes positive if it was negative, right? Okay, do not forget that one. So this one, you can write it like this. You can say 2, and then you say 7 over 2. Right, now this, if we continue, remember the answer can be in 3 different ways. In fact, 4. Let me just say 4, because if you continue here, this one is like that. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be 3 4 2 oh, 3 4 3 2 x to the power of 7. But remember, here we have, you can leave it in a sub form. If they say leave it in a sub form, basically this is what they mean, to the power of 7. Okay, you can leave it like this. I think this is also correct, but you can also leave it like this as well, where you have 3 4 3 2, and then we say what is what is 2 to the power of 7, which is gonna give us 1, 2, 8, and then x to the power of 7. You can leave it like that, it's also fine, guys. But then someone can decide to say, you know what, why don't I just do the following? I know now this is more like wasting your time, but this is very important. Someone can decide to do this. How about I simplify our root there? We can say 2 multiplied by 64, which is gonna give us is gonna give us 1 to 8, and then multiplied by x to the power of 7. Let me create more space here, guys. Create more space. Okay, and then when you do that, we know that it's gonna be 3, 4, 3, 2, and then multiply by what is the square root of 64? It's gonna be 8, and then we're gonna be left with 2 inside the root, multiplied by x to the power of 7. So if you multiply 8 with 3, 4, 3, 2, your answer is gonna be 2, 7, 4, 5, 6. Let's just say x to the power of 7 and then root 2. So this could be an answer on your this could be a final answer if they say leave it in a sat form. But again, some of you might use a calculator when it comes to this point here. Where is it? When it comes to this point here, some of you might use a calculator, and then you can just write the following answer: 3, 8, another 8, I think 2, 8, comma 6, 4, 8, x to the power of 7. Guys, all these answers here are also correct. Okay, it depends on how do they want it, guys. If they say they want it in a sat form, I would say leave it here or there to be safe. And if they don't say anything, you can leave it here. This is also correct as well, guys. This is another video where we were finding a specific term. I hope you managed to understand what was happening here. Really, it's nothing that complex here. They are very straightforward, this type of problems, guys. If it so happen that you don't understand, do not forget to comment on the comment section, or you can watch these videos over and over again until you understand. If there's an easier way of finding an answer, do also comment on the comment section. If you find this video useful, you can subscribe, like, and also share the video to your friends who are doing the very same level as you are. And at the end of this video, there's a playlist where you can watch the videos in a sequence order, since this is part 7 of this playlist. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Till next time, cheers.